In this video, we'll spend some time going through the load balancing and circuit breaker policies offered in Azure API Management for your AI APIs. During the introduction, we already established that APIs are the core of Gen AI development, and that now more than ever, these APIs need to be better managed, secured, and governed. Here, we'll see how you can improve the overall system resiliency by applying the load balancing policy and defining circuit breaker rules. If you've built applications powered by large language models, and we'll focus on Azure OpenAI models only for this video, but the expected behavior is that if your LLM backend fails or becomes unreachable, users will continue receiving error messages on their client apps, and these will persist until the model is ready to serve requests again. This proves to be unreliable, and this video highlights two policies or configurations you can use to improve this experience. The first is load balancing, which allows you to define strategies to distribute requests across multiple available backends. And the second is using circuit breaker rules to ensure successful failovers when specified dynamic conditions are met. To demonstrate this, let's imagine that we have three different Azure OpenAI resources, namely OpenAI 1, 2, and 3, and each of these are deployed in a different region. Approach 1 that you can define is round robin, which, as the name suggests, will allow Azure API Management to evenly distribute requests to available backends in your pool. With this configuration, if we send a bunch of calls through our API Management instance, you see that we get this even distribution across the three resources. Approach 2 is priority-based, which allows you to assign priorities to the three backends, and Azure API Management will take care of routing requests to your prioritized resources. After assigning the different priorities, we now see that all requests are sent to Priority 1 backend, the one deployed in East US, and when it becomes unreachable, that automatically switches to Priority 2 backend, which is the resource that is deployed in Sweden Central. The last approach involves the use of weights, and in this case, on top of the priorities, we are going to add some weights for OpenAI 2 and 3. The expected behavior now is that the requests will be served by OpenAI 1 first, but in the event of its failure, we now want Azure API Management to equally distribute the requests to backends in Priority 2, and this is depicted in the graph shown on the screen. With load balancing in Azure API Management, you can experiment with the three approaches: round-robin, priority-based, and weighted strategies, or a combination of two to see which one fits in perfectly to allow the optimal use of your resources. Lastly, let's go over how you can define rules that will generally prevent your resources from being overwhelmed with too many requests. In our bicep code for the API Management resource, we define a circuit breaker property, and inside this property, we have an array that can hold multiple rules. We have one rule called OpenAI breaker rule that if it's triggered, it remains stripped for 1 minute and then executes instructions provided in the retry after header. Now, what will trigger this rule is if there's at least one failure, which will return a status code of 429 and occurs within a 5-minute interval. Again, based on your unique business scenario, you may want to experiment with different rules and see what makes your systems resilient enough, applying any necessary trade-offs to offer the best experience for your users. Check out the other videos in the series to learn more about other token management policies, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content.